Hey, what's up guys? Coming back to you here with another week in RuneScape. It's getting to be that time, so grab your hot chocolate and let's get ready to read. This week we have the premiere update, the hit list and graphical updates, as well as this week in RuneScape. They're starting this week with the community hit list. This week it's going to be the Zamorak updates. They have some other updates along with the graphical enhancements. The community hit list, part 2. It's time for the part 2 of the community guideline improvements, and this time they've turned the spotlight to the Zamorak encounter. Changes include a drastic reduction to the amount of underground runs that you need to be able to access him, from 25 down to 1. Zammy won't know what hit him. Also, check out the vibrant looks after this week's specular update. It's not all him though. Other changes include an update to the functionality of Rune Essence pouches, which we'll get to, keeping potions and familiars on death, and you can now store stone spirits in your ore box. Check out the patch notes for further details. November area graphical update, the Dungeons and Sewers. Next up, the graphical rework, the Dungeons and Sewers of Edgeville, Varrock, and Polovinch. Hopefully I'm saying that right. The dusty dungeons and subterranean sewers of Gielinor may not be glamorous locales, but they deserve a fresh lick of paint too, so we won't want to get lost on them. And then they give a bunch of images, which are actually awesome. Fresh coats of paint. Kind of needed them, to be honest. But anyways, last week we discussed the premiere update, so we won't go over it, but essentially they're giving away some of the other stuff. You can go on the website and look at the blog, or go to last week. As for the rest of the year calendar, we kind of went over this as well last week, so I'm not going to go over the highlights. It involves like the Black Party Hat, the Vorkath hunt, and collecting all of the things that they're going to do for the release of Vorkath. Moving on to something new here, we have the Black Friday sales. Bank feeling a little full? Need to get your hands on a dashing new cape to complete your necromancy fashionscape? Well, you're in luck. This Black Friday we're having some extra sales on bank boosters and the necromancy founder pack. A large bank booster is going to be 3 bonds instead of originally 7 bonds. It'll give you 5 bank boosters that provide 50 spaces each for a total of 250. It'll be available from the 17th to the 24th. This is the same booster bundle that's already in-game, but at a massively discounted price. A new bank bundle, 1 bond for members or 2 bonds for free-to-play. 50 bank spaces, 3 bank presets. Well, that's interesting. They're selling presets. Is also available for November 17th to the 24th. This brand new bundle adds 50 bank spaces, bringing the cap even higher, plus 3 brand new presets to play around with. The Necromancy Founder Pack. Death Shroud Cape, you get the River of Souls aura, the Solas Companion Pet, and 3 new titles. 1 month of membership, and it is available starting today until the 24th. And then they give a little disclaimer on automatically renewing subscriptions. Then we got some of the Fashionscape, the Halloween contest winners. They chose 10 outfits and they're showing them in no particular order, but they are actually awesome. So we got Static X and then Corbinik. I think Corbinik's outfit looks amazing. Wish I could do that in game. And then we got more of the other people that did an awesome job with their Halloween outfits. That one's pretty cool too. I don't even... Oh, that's death and stuff. As you can see here, some of the people did crazy setups. I really, out of all of these, I love Corbinik's that is above and beyond for Halloween. Everyone here did such a great job, so congrats to all the people that got picked by RuneScape for their Halloween contest. Moving on, we have the live stream calendar. It'll be on Wednesday, November 15th at 1700 game time. We'll be talking about the Vorkath, the Battle of the Fort. It'll include the J-mods, Mod Doom, Mod Shogun, and Dragon, as they give you the first looks into the Vorkath fight. And then it links their Twitch. Treasure Hunter calendar, what's up next? Starting November 9th and ending on the 15th, we currently have the Foresight to Train going. On the 16th until the 20th, we have Gemfall. Gemfall returns with multipliers galore. So if you like any of those, keep an eye out. And on to the bread and butter of this week. We have our patch notes, the fixes and improvements this week. The community hit list. We have click boxes have been reduced on the runes in phase 7 of the Zamrock fight. The infernal runes will no longer explode on contact in phase 7 if you defeat him during Infernal Tomb. Last used in rage option has been added to the encounter list for Zamrock. The number of runs through the Zamrock city required to directly access Zamrock has been reduced from 25 to 1. Resolved an issue with reflecting damage causing locks on Zamrock. Fixed an issue with an extra action button in the Zamrock boss fight. Add a small cooldown to prevent spam teleporting that prevent players from teleporting back to their original coordinates. Added a fix to prevent Zamrock's Infernal Tomb attack from teleporting to the player if they're already in the Infernus. Fixed an issue where Zamrock could sneak an attack out if pre-stunned during the Infernal Tomb special attack. Rune Essence pouches now automatically fill in presets that contain a type of essence, and they can fill with. When they're triggered, the runecrafting ethereal outfit will also fill. And added a swap for 2 types of massive pouches for the preset function so that they can swap if you have a preset for one type but only have the other type. The Grand Exchange search bar will now reset after confirming the buy offer. To be honest, that one is one of the great ones for me because I hate how it keeps the old text there. Familiars will no longer despawn on death, thank the Lord. The persistent potion effects, i.e. overloads, no longer clear on death. The clan XP buff will tooltip now shows the duration remaining. The spawn location of enriched memories has been moved in the incandescent colony. To help with interacting with the memories, the area is incredibly busy. We have shifted the spawn location and they will be monitoring the outcome of this change. T92, Elite Serenic, and Tectonic now degrade into broken states instead of degrading into dust. The Nulidon, the Dwarf, the entrance to the Dwarf mine has been moved next to the cannon display and will no longer roam. You can now store stone spirits in your ore box. Calgerian Demon familiar improvements. The scrolls will now apply to other players around both the Calgerian Demon and the player. The scrolls can now be auto-fired, which is awesome. They will only trigger while in combat, and the Calgerian Roar buff is not already active. Imbuing urns with staves no longer require a rune in your inventory. Graphical update. The Edgeville Dungeon, Varrock Sewers, and Polavinch Slayer Dungeon have all received graphical updates. In general, the logout timer has been increased for all members for 5 minutes. The release date filtering is no longer out by 1 day in the wardrobe. Fixed a bug preventing you from starting Hermie. The release date filtering is no longer out by 1 day in the wardrobe. Fixed a bug preventing you from starting Hermie and Bass if you have received drumsticks before the quest. And that pretty sums up today's post for RuneScape. We have the community showcase with some awesome artwork. And we have the RuneTube all on YouTube. We have a bunch of RuneScape videos from all the creators. And ending it off with the Pink Skirts events. So that will be it. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Alright, and that, guys and girls, wraps up this week in RuneScape. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up and hit that like button. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what I did good about this video, and let me know what I can do better in the future ones. Your feedback actually means a lot, since I'm not that big of a YouTuber. If you haven't already, consider subscribing, and until next time, take care.